Hi guys, so today I want to do a look with some new products to me and some old favorites that I have not used in a long time. I do have a few new ones that I'll let you know as I'm using them, but I'm going to start with concealer because the foundation that I'm using today is not a traditional foundation. So this has been around for a while, but I have not own this at all. This is new to me. This is a Physicians Formula Butter Glow Corrector, and this is a under eye corrector. I'm gonna put a little bit here, just a tiny bit there where I have my darkest, a little bit on the side of my nose. That's where I have a lot of like you know, broken capillaries, and a little bit on my cheek. And I'm going to use this BK Beauty brush just to spread the love around. So how you guys been? I've been having a little extra time, so I'm trying to post a little more, or at least have some videos in my back pocket so that if things get crazy, especially during the holidays, I have things to post. But there's quite a few things I want to share with you guys because everyone is having such good sales. And if you come across any of these products and they're on sale, I want you to know whether they are worth the buy or not. Okay, and this is an old favorite. I always have this in my stash. This is the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline, and this is a concealer in the shade 120 Light that I actually feel I have repurchased several times. Of all my concealers, this is one that I feel that definitely has been in my stash, and I have gone through it and repurchased. It is so good. It is a concealer that is very reliable. It's been around for a long time. I remember at one time when that's all people would talk about, the concealer from Maybelline. And now you hardly ever hear anybody talk about it, but it is such a good one. And I think it is mature skin friendly. It gives you decent coverage. And yes, every concealer is going to crease, but I think this one is pretty good. I'm going to put just a tiny more right where my dark circle is, the worst part of my dark circle right there. So I'm going to let it sit there for a little bit while I do my foundation. This is the Mercari foundation. I love this foundation. This has SPF 15. It looks white, but it's one of those foundations that when you put it on, it will match your skin tone. Now I think you have to be pretty much like fair to maybe medium. I think if you're dark skin, I don't know how dark this would get on, you know, on your skin. It works perfect for me. I purchased it for my daughter, my sister, my niece, and they all love it. It is really, really a beautiful foundation, and you're gonna see how as it hits your skin, it changes color. It's like magic. Look at that. It is so nice, and it has a really nice wear time. I'm gonna use a brush. It has a really nice wear time, and it does a great job of covering. Gives you beautiful coverage, and I just think it's amazing how it changes color. It's like, what kind of magic is this? It is scented, so if you don't like scented products, you may not like this, but I think it's gorgeous. And you know, I just realized I didn't put any primer on. I did bring a primer, but that's okay. We don't always need primer. I did have my skincare underneath, so that's fine. That's fine. But I did bring a primer. I brought the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, which is a very nice primer. This concealer is not doing a good job. You know what? I had a rough night last night. Last couple of nights, I haven't slept well. So I feel like my dark circles are really showing. I'm going to put a little more here and here. I'm going to try a little bit under my eyes, see if that helps cover my dark circles. Why not? This is foundation. It's not drying, it's hydrating. So it's not oily though. It just looks beautiful. It has a beautiful finish. Didn't really help with the under eyes, but it really does have a very pretty finish. And they run sales all the time. I know they're running a sale right now. It does come from overseas. I can't remember where from now, but I will list it below in case you guys are interested. But I haven't worn it in a while, and I really like it. Whenever I think about it, I pull it out and use it because I really, really like it. It has beautiful, beautiful coverage, beautiful finish. As you can see, it's not drying, it's not super glowy, but you do have a little bit of a glow. I'm going to use the new e.l.f. This is the Camo Liquid Bronzer Contour, and I have mine in Fair Light. And I've used this before, not on video, but on my own, and I like it. It's very pretty. It's not too much. It doesn't make me look muddy, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to use this brush right here that I use for the concealer. This is the BK Beauty 109. Now this brush is so good. I like it for foundation too, actually. So as you can see, it doesn't look muddy. It's not too much. It has a pretty undertone. I really, really do enjoy that. And the only thing I have on my lips is this RMS Beauty Lip Lights. And this is in Chameleon, and when you take it off out of the tube, it's like a light green, but then it turns a pretty pink. I actually like the pink that it turns. It's very hydrating. I love their lip lights. So I'm going to use the About Face. This is a liquid blush. This is not new to the market, but it's new to me. I wanted to try it. It has a very tiny doe foot. About Face is a really nice brand. I don't know how pigmented this is, so we're going to go slow. And I'm going to use this brush by BK Beauty. This is the 107. Not bad. It's not overly pigmented. It's got pigment, so, but I mean, it's not like the e.l.f. You have to be careful because it's like a little too much sometimes. You can go overboard really quick. But this is nice. I like it. So I'm going to leave it like that for now, and then if I feel that I need a little more, we will add a little more. And I will do highlighter at the end. Right now I'm going to powder my under eye, and this is from Lottie London. This is called the Ready Set Go Under Eye Setting Powder, and this is a light pink. This is the first time I use this. I've heard a lot of nice things about this powder. I do like Lottie London. They have really nice products. I own a few of them, but yeah, but I never tried the powder, so I want to see if it's gonna make my under eyes dry. I'm very, very picky about powders that I use on my under eyes. Usually my holy grail is the Pat McGrath under eye setting powder, and anything else that I use most of the time really disappoints me. So I'm going to pour a little more on the cap. I'm just going to do like my T-zone. In my shirt. I'm going to do my shirt too, because apparently I needed some. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do right now. I'll go ahead and use another powder later on. So for my eyes, I want to do a simple look because there is a shimmer shadow that I want to use, show you guys. It's by Half Magic, and if you guys have been curious about the makeup by Mario, the Half Magic, okay, it's a lot smaller. It's these three and this one right here. These are Half Magic, but these are the most beautiful shimmer shadows, but they don't, there's no fallout. A little goes a long ways, and right now they're on sale for $9, and I believe it's $9.10. It's less than $10. They're normally like, I believe $13 at Ulta, but they're on sale for $9, a little over $9. So I'm gonna start by getting this light. These are the rest of them, the ones that are round, they're all Sydney Grace. And Sydney Grace is also having a Black Friday sale. I think everything is 35% off. And they also have a mystery Christmas tote, which I almost purchased. But you guys, I have so much Sydney Grace that even if I don't have the shade that is in the tote, I'm gonna also set my shadow a little bit because the concealer was creasing. Even if I don't own, you know, the shades in the tote, I probably already own the product because I own a lot of Sydney Grace. So I decided not to do it. Right, so I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's darker than I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot lighter. Sydney Grace shadows, they're not powdery. They really don't have any fallout. They're absolutely gorgeous. They almost blend themselves. And they are one of my favorite brands of eyeshadow palettes or eyeshadow formulas. Really, really pretty. If you guys have never tried it, the time to try them is now or during the Christmas and July sale because they have amazing deals. But 35% off is pretty good. And I do have a discount code for them. It is not an affiliate code, but it's only 15% off, and you cannot stack it on top of the sale. It wouldn't help you right now, but I mean on a normal basis, if you want to just shop, then yes, you can use my code. And like I said, it's not affiliate, but I love the brand. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the dark brown, same brush, and I'm going to put my shimmer on, and then I'll blend. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the fact that you're here, and I hope that if you have not subscribed yet, that you consider subscribing. But I do have a lot of new subscribers, so I wanted to give you a warm welcome, and I am so happy that you're here. And I can't wait to get to know you better through the comments. This one right here is called, it doesn't have the name on the back. I took it out of the little, it comes in a little, I'll show you. It comes in like a little container like that. And that, the actual packaging does have the shade, but I didn't keep it. I put it in this Z palette. It's called Wet Pebble. So I'm going to use this on my lid. And you just grab, look at this. I barely touched it. And this is like, oh, it's gorgeous, guys. This is absolutely gorgeous. And this, even though they're little, it's going to last you a lifetime because you just need, I'm going to show you, look. You just barely touch it, and I'm going to swatch it for you. Look at that. Look at the amount of pigment in that little swatch. They're gorgeous. For $9, you can get some gorgeous shades. I want to swatch the other ones for you. Look at that one. And this one is gorgeous also. That green one, look at that. So I'll tell you the names. Wet Pebble is the one that I have on my eyes. The green one is called Little Deranged. The lavender is called Shimmer Lilac Pink. And then the pinky one is called Metallic Rusty Rose. And they have 12 different shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. I would say if you're interested in something like that, in a shade like that, I would go for this instead of the expensive duo. You can get 2 shades for $18 versus 2 shades for $42. Not that there's anything wrong if you want to get the Patrick Ta, but these are gorgeous. I had these way before the Patrick Ta. And actually the Patrick Ta Duo, I think the one I got is still at the club, is very, very similar to this. When I put it on my eyes, it looks very similar to this Pebble one, Wet Pebble. I'm going to take this clean brush and I'm going to go back into the light shade and this shade. I'm going to mix them both together. This one and this one. And just go over the edge over here. Make sure everything is blended. Alright, so the mascara that I'm going to be using is this. I don't know if this is new, but it's new to me. It's from Essence and it's called Lash Without Limits. And it's supposed to be extreme lengthening and volume mascara. And it says wow the length. So we will see if this really is wow the length. This is what the brush looks like. It's one of those skinny brushes. One of those silicone brushes. I did bring a pencil for a cream pencil. Oh, I just got some mascara on my face for my inner corner. I'll do it in a second since I forgot. And I will use this mascara on my lower lash line. And I'll let you know in the comments. I will pin a comment if it's smudged, flaked, anything like that. It is not very wet, but it's not very dry either. It's like kind of like the perfect consistency. So I'm going to finish doing my lashes and I'll be right back. It's not a formula that dries right away, and I kind of like that because sometimes if it dries too quickly when you go do the second coat, your lashes are dry already and it's kind of hard to comb through your lashes. So it is a wetter formula. I think it looks fine, especially for being the first time that I use it. It feels like one of those mascaras that after it's been open for about a week and you used it a couple of times, it's going to get better and better. Essence has really good mascaras. The Lash Princess is one of my favorite ones. So what I have on my brows today, I forgot to tell you guys, is the NYX Professional Makeup Powder Louder brow pencil and espresso, I think, yes. And then I have the Almay brow styler, which look at this. Okay, it's kind of long, but look how thin it is. I love how thin this is. So I'm going to try to use a spoolie to remove this. Hopefully it's dry. Yep, all gone. For highlighter, this is new from L'Oreal. This is called the Lumi Le Glace highlighter stick, and this is one of those that is like a balm, but it's very pretty. I love these because they're very, very mature skin friendly. Usually these well, let's use a nice finger. Usually this formula doesn't show, like, it doesn't sink into your lines, it doesn't show texture on your skin. And this is in the shade Glassy Pink Ballet. Yeah, Glassy Pink Ballet. I think they have like 4 different shades you can choose from. I'm not sure, but I believe it was like 4 different shades. But this just gives you like a very subtle glow. It's not like a cream to powder. It just stays like this, like balmy on your face. But I don't feel like it's sticky or like your hair is going to stick to it. It's not that thick. But I think it looks pretty and it looks natural and I like it. So I think I'm going to put a little bit more blush, just a tiny bit. Very little. Just because I feel like with the lights, it kind of washes me out. So I just want you to be able to see it a little more. Now when I go edit, it's probably going to say, girl, what's going on with those clown cheeks? That happens a lot. This is in the shade, forgot to tell you that. Well, let's do this first before it dries on my skin and then it's going to be patchy. It blends very, very easily. And this does not stay sticky. Okay, this is in the shade. It says Pigmented Fluid Blush. I don't see a shade, but it has to have a shade. I will link everything below, but I'll swatch it for you. It's like a peachy rose. Peachy pink. It's very pretty. And they have quite a few shades. These are $18 a piece. But About Face goes on sale a lot at Ulta. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Rimmel Stay Matte. This is only like $4. I absolutely love this powder. It is so, so good. It's like you can't overdo this powder. I think that it doesn't matter how much you apply. you're not going to overdo it. So I'm just going to set the blush a little bit. And the rest of my face. Oh my gosh, I just hit my lashes. See, my lashes are still wet. And I clumped them all together. Okay, I like for my mascara to stay not too dry right away, but by now it should be dry. What's going on? I hope it doesn't stay wet that long, because that can be a problem. Alright, let me use this pencil. This is from Maybelline, and this is the color Tattoo 24 Eye Sticks, and this is in the shade I Am Shining, and it's like just a very light shimmer. It's this right here, and I'm just going to put a little bit in my inner corner just to brighten this up a little bit. And I like to use pencils in my inner corner. So much easier than using a shadow. You have a lot more control. I have a little bit of mascara here. Okay, all gone. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to wipe off a little bit of that balm so we can do lips. This is a lip liner from Sephora, and it's a very pretty shade. This is in the shade, let's see. It's made in Korea, by the way. Avenue de Champagne. That lip gloss or lip balm actually stains your lips. This lip liner is actually part of a set. It came with a lipstick, but I didn't want to use the lipstick today. And I'm using a gloss, so I'm going to fill my lips. They're very, very creamy, but they're very long lasting once they set. And it's not going to go anywhere, but you can just leave it like this and wear it as a lipstick. So what I'm going to wear on top of it is from Lawless, and this is Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss, and this is in the shade Maple Sugar. And I love the applicator. They're so comfortable. This is my favorite lip gloss. I think I own every shade that they have. It's plumping, but it doesn't hurt. It feels like a little, I don't want to say minty, because it doesn't, you don't smell mint or you don't taste mint. But it's kind of like that little minty sensation, but guys, there's nothing uncomfortable about these lip glosses at all. And the night sleeping mask is amazing. The one that comes in the little pot. So this is the completed look. I think it's very pretty. I am going to take some of this. I've been loving this setting spray from M. I've heard a lot of people saying really nice things about it, and wow. Let me tell you, the hype is real. It's Divine Water Perfecting Mist. This smells amazing. I'm going to put a little bit on my brush, even though it has such a fine mist. Look, I'm just going to use it. It's just, I'm afraid because this mascara wasn't dry yet, but this smells amazing. It is not a strong scent, but it is an amazing scent. And it just feels so, I don't know, it just feels so bougie when you put it on. They are having also a sale. I will link it below. But if you want to see what's on sale right now, if you look on my community tab, I have all of the current sales that I've been notified about, and there's some drugstore ones also. But this is a beautiful spray, absolutely gorgeous. It is not a setting spray, it's more of a hydrating mist. You can put it on before you do your makeup, in between layers of makeup, at the end, during the day if your skin gets dry and you feel like you need a little pick-me-up. So it's not really a setting spray. I don't know if it's going to prolong your makeup, but I just think that especially if you're using some powders, it just kind of like melts everything together into your skin so you don't look powdery. This is beautiful. M Cosmetics, if you guys have never tried it, it's an amazing brand. Alright, so once again, I'm like down to here on my foundation, which is pretty good for a foundation if you own as many foundations as I do. This is lovely. I absolutely love this. And this is one foundation that I don't have to worry about a color match, because it's gonna match my skin, as you can see. It doesn't look light, it doesn't look dark, it just looks like my perfect match. So definitely enjoy this. They also have lipsticks, and They have, I believe, liquid blushes. I do have one of the lipsticks, and I also have their primer. But I wanted to try this one today because this has been around for a long time, but this is new to me. I don't think I've tried this before, but I totally forgot. But they do have a nice primer. Alright, you guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. If you have any questions about any of the makeup that I'm wearing, any sales, anything at all, just let me know. If there's any videos that you would like for me to do for you, or any brand that you would like for me to try for you, just let me know in the comments and I will do my best to do so. Alright, you guys, I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Have a blessed Thanksgiving if I don't see you before then. Bye, guys. Mwah.